Hello, and thanks so much for tuning in. This is our what do we call this? The Get It All from Earl Hall program. We meet every other Monday at this same time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and what's that? 5 p.m. on the West Coast. What is desperately on my mind right now is what's about to happen. It's actually happening, and it's undercover of, you can kind of call it undercover of darkness. And it's something going on in the voiceover world that only a very few people are really getting a clear understanding of because they're participating in it. The market, the industry, how we all do business is going to radically change, and it started changing already. But within the next 2 to 3 years at most, we're going to be in for it. Let me tell you what's happening. Because of the way that the industry is shifting, I said 5 years ago that the future of voiceover was the home studio. People laughed at me. Because back then when I said it, people were still accustomed to going into studios, professional studios downtown, with the professional booths and all this and that, the editors and the professional audio production engineers and things of that nature. People laughed at me when I said the home studio was the future. Look at us now. Look at us now. People laughed at me back during that same time, about a year after I started saying that. And I said that if you are not a very proficient audio production engineer, you are not going to win in voiceover. You're not even going to have a shot. Again, people laughed at me because they were used to going into studios downtown with their audio production engineers already in them. All the voiceover talent had to do is go in and speak. That was it. Now look at us now. Look at how many people are scrambling to learn audio production. Look at how many people are scrambling to build the best possible home studio they can build, which really doesn't take that much, by the way. So here I go again. It's another prediction. The platform and the gig economy that we've lived in now for a little while has grown. And it's spawning something else to happen. Now, let me tell you what we're in right now so you can get a clear understanding that I actually know what I'm talking about. The gig economy, and you've got places like Fiverr and Upwork, a lot of other freelance sites that are out here. But we're at the point now where they are becoming more and more saturated. Still a very good thing you want to get involved in. You want to have your Fiverr profile set up tight as you can, because the big boys are going to Fiverr. Everybody laughed at Fiverr 4 or 5 years ago, and look at Fiverr now. Even the people that are complaining about Fiverr and don't get on Fiverr, they're on Fiverr. They're just not telling you they are. Trust me. They're using other names other than themselves. But if you know their voice, you know it's them. This gig economy has made a lot of people a lot of money that have known how to really use this gig economy on sites like Fiverr. But let me tell you what's going to happen. Just like I talked about the freelance sites earlier on in my career, and I don't know why my camera keeps going in and out of focus. It's really funny. But bear with me. These voiceover artists, at whatever talent level they're at, they're making a ton of money on Fiverr, especially if they've been there over 3 or 4 or 5 years. They're making a ton of money. They've gotten up to level 2. They're top-rated sellers, making a ton of money. Just like I talked about the P2P sites a while back, a few years ago, talking about the fact that it's oversaturated. They boast they've got over 250,000 on one site, in particular, voices.com. They boast we've got over 250,000 voiceover artists. Have you figured out yet how you're going to compete against that? Probably not. But have you figured out how you're going to compete against the 500,000 as we're approaching voiceover artists on Fiverr? I want you to listen, and I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Yes, people are going to continue to go to Fiverr to get work done. They're going to continue to go to Fiverr to hire voiceover artists and others. That's a given. But there's this level and there's this section of entrepreneurs and business owners, mompreneurs, solopreneurs that don't really get Fiverr or know about Fiverr. They don't know about the pay to plays. But you know what they do know about? They know about social media. This is where change is going to occur. And if you don't get on this, like voiceover artists didn't get on board when I said you need to have a home studio, when they didn't get on board when I said you need to become an audio engineer, when they didn't get on board when I said you need to get on Fiverr, it's going to happen again. If you don't become an expert salesperson, knowing how to go after the client, knowing that client acquisition is king, meaning that knowing how to market yourself and sell yourself is king. If you don't get this very quickly, you will be lost in the noise. This is so important and so vital to me that I want to train people on not how to do landing pages and websites and funnels and all of that. No, you have to learn how to sell. I'm telling you, if you do not learn how to sell, you will not have a business. I'm talking about selling online. I'm talking about selling on social media. I'm talking about selling on YouTube, selling on Facebook, and most importantly, selling on the phone. 75%, listen to me right now, 75% of my revenue is made on this. Right here. It's made on this. My iPhone. Some of you will not make it. I've got to go back to my military days and treat this like special forces. Most of you will not make it. But there will be one or two of you that take the lessons that I will teach you, and you will build a business beyond your wildest dreams. I'm building a program to show you exactly how to sell. Leave me a note in the comments if you're interested in learning how. You guys have an awesome and amazing day. Bye now.